Hey folks, Zach here with some alternative format content about my ongoing exploration of ChatGPT and writing in academic technologies. Okay, so I'm going to already assume you know what Chat is. Turn-it-in, I wrote about it already. It's a plagiarism detecting tool. I ran a little experiment and had ChatGPT 3.5 create 5 outlines for informative and persuasive speeches about a variety of topics. And I then had ChatGPT 4.0 do the same. I dumped them all into prep area, plagiarism checker, and I wanted to go through the results and focus on one in particular. Okay, so this is the interface. Up here you can see I made a typo when I named this file, but it's informative speech about James Baldwin, and over here you see the percentage match. The program thinks that 100% of this was written by AI, and it is correct. Okay, and it doesn't seem to matter a lot. All these different topics, as long as it's 3.5, it's showing 100%. Speech about investing, an outline about steroids. The one variation is this one about adopting a vegetarian diet. It says about half of it was written by AI. We got one more here about weightlifting at 100%. Okay, now we jump into the stuff from 4.0. Formative speech about James Baldwin was 100%, now it's 22%. Investing was 100%, now 100%. And this is the one I want to pause on because it is the same prompt about creating a speech about adopting a vegetarian diet. Let's jump into the specifics of the interface. Okay, I'm going to pull this over here. So this is what it shows you when you want to know more about what was written by AI. You'll notice that the only things that it says were written were the introduction, and interestingly, one of the pieces there is actually a famous direct quotation. Not really sure what to do with that information. Okay, a couple takeaways for this. First one is this tool appears to be a lot more effective at detecting work from 3.5 than 4.0. No idea why that's the case. The algorithm is a black box. Related to that, then the second point is I don't know what you do with this information. Even for something that's 100% match, other than calling a student in and saying, why don't you talk to me about what happened here? I don't know what's actionable here. We certainly don't have a policy framework set up to do this at the moment. I think a lot of us will have that going into the fall. Third piece is this appears to validate the arms race metaphor that my collaborator Nick and I wrote about initially. I have no doubt the detection technology is going to get better, and I have no doubt that the AI generation is going to get better. And the fourth piece is a unique takeaway for those of us that teach in GE. There's an interesting problem with these chat programs in that they sometimes hallucinate or create a source out of whole cloth. Nick wrote a really good piece about it. I'll link to it down below. That's easier to check for if you're a content area expert. If this was freedom of speech and somebody had made in the program had made something up, I'm pretty good at spotting that kind of stuff. But I have no idea what is an effective or what sources actually exist about vegetarian diet and which ones don't. So it's a unique wrinkle for those of us that teach in GE. All right, thanks for your time.